Welcome back to Urban Legend Hunter. One of the scariest things that can happen is a knock at your door late at night. You're alone, it's raining, and you don't know who's on the other side. For one man who had just moved into the Appalachian region, that knock became the beginning of a story he still can't explain. He'd taken a new job in a small mountain town and was renting an old house set back on a dirt road, surrounded by dense woods. It was quiet, isolated, the kind of place where night falls heavy and deep. On his second week there, a storm rolled through, and by midnight the rain was hammering the roof, rattling the shutters. And that's when he heard it. 3 knocks on the front door. And at first, he thought he imagined it. Who would be at his house at this time of night? But then came another series of knocks, louder this time. And out here, that didn't make any sense. He didn't know anyone in the area, and nobody dropped by after dark. Cautious, he grabbed a flashlight and walked towards the door. Through the rain-streaked glass, he saw a man standing on the porch, tall and motionless, his head slightly lowered, rain dripping from his clothes. He cracked the door open just enough, with the bolt still attached, and called out, asking if the man needed help. The figure didn't respond at first. Then slowly he lifted his face towards the light and just asked to come in. His expression was blank, too still. His skin almost gray in the porch light. His features just slightly wrong, like a bad copy of a person. The man's stomach tightened. Every instinct screamed at him that something wasn't right. Why didn't he ask for a phone? Why didn't he ask for help? Why did he just ask to come in? He muttered an apology and said he couldn't help and just shut the door. The knocking started again, louder this time. Knock, knock, knock. He stood frozen in the hallway, listening as it went on for nearly a full minute, then just stopped. When he finally looked through the window, the porch was empty. The rain was coming down harder than ever, but there were no footprints in the mud, no sign anyone had been standing there at all. The next morning, still shaken, he told a neighbor down the road what happened. He explained what he saw, the pale man, the knocks, the silence. The neighbor just shook his head and said, "There's nobody living around here who looks like that. But your house, it backs right up to the woods. A lot of folks won't go past that tree line. There's an old cemetery back there. Been there for over 100 years. The newcomer hadn't known. The way the stranger looked, featureless, pale, grayish, and wrong, made a disturbing kind of sense now. Locals sometimes whispered about figures seen on the back roads during storms. Not people exactly, but something that took their shape. Something that wandered out the woods, knocking at doors, trying to be let inside. He doesn't know what stood on his porch that night, but he's sure of one thing. It wasn't a man looking for help. It was something else, and whatever it was, it came from the woods.